Hi everybody, Josiah here, also known as Chilling Silence, and there is a ton to catch up on because it's been a really big couple of days, so we're gonna dive straight into it. First of all, the DigiByte Point of Sale application. So, this is really cool. We have something similar already from a couple of other places, but this one is specifically focusing on the ability to log in with Digi ID and things like that as well, which is really cool to see. And this is another option, and if you've heard some of my videos before, you'll know that I'm all about giving people choice and options and the ability to run things in a way that is suitable and applicable for them. So this is really cool to see. It's actually a really nice website. They go into a whole bunch of different details about why you might want to take it. They've got some really cool screenshots here, and you can download the Android app, browser version, and I think there is an iOS one coming. For now, though, you can just simply use the browser version, and it's really quite cool. So yeah, this was done, I believe this was by Jackie, so thank you for creating the Digi Point of Sale. It's absolutely fantastic. Now we've also got here a VID, and as part of their, so this is what they've called it, the multi-cloud by multi-chain data verification. Now, this is something that I am still learning a bit about myself here, but it looks really cool. And so I believe the idea is that you are able to store your data basically on across multiple blockchains, integrate a bunch of services both with all of those blockchains and things like that. This is especially important for VID when it comes to the long-term storage of their data. Having that redundancy and having it stored on multiple blockchains is pretty cool here as well. So this is something that I've mentioned specifically. Now, I did a video here as well, which I'll include a link to below, with Nick from the LearnCrypto team, and in this he asked me about this. Unfortunately, since I recorded the video yesterday, I haven't had the opportunity to dive in too much to VID, but this is something that I'm super excited about, is being involved in getting DigiByte out there and involved in more of these kinds of things. I think it's really, really cool, really exciting stuff. But back to the LearnCrypto video. So I had a great chat here with Nick. We go way back. We've actually, I think our first talk was all the way back in 2017. Fantastic dude. He's also really excited about DigiByte, and it's quite obvious to see why when in this video we both look at historically what has been going on with DigiByte, as well as going into the future. A little bit of, I mean, like, speculation's kind of the wrong word, but a little bit more about looking into the crystal ball, I suppose. I mean, it's not hard to say when we talk about, you know, we know that we've got Prog Power is going to be coming, that kind of thing. So, but it's worth checking out. We had a great time. We've got some really juicy details in there as well. So worth checking that out. Go and give him a follow as well. Support their channel because it's absolutely great stuff. We talk about Digi assets. This is probably what excited me the most, though, is discussing some of the possibilities for Digi assets. Speaking of doing videos, also, I did a video with my mother. We went through the process of, from start to finish, everything when it comes to basically getting her set up with her first wallet, buying her first cryptocurrency from Easy Crypto New Zealand, and all of the kind of the questions and things that she had along the way. It was really great to see that. Like, we had an absolute blast. This was actually supposed to be my birthday gift from last year, but I don't think it ever actually happened. But we had a great time. We had a really awesome time, and it was really interesting to see, especially as somebody who is involved with cryptocurrency, to be able to take kind of that step back and look through fresh eyes at some of the things that we do good. Like our app is beautiful, and this is something that I actually cover here as well. I've gone and created something for the DigiByte pipeline. Our app is beautiful, and it's functional, and it's stable, and it's lovely, and it looks amazing and everything, but there's still more that we can do to improve so that we can make it more newbie-friendly. When you fire a wallet up for the first time, as my mother did, let's say hypothetically she's gone through all of the process of backing up her recovery phrase, which in and of itself raised a whole ton of questions. She's basically looking at the transaction list going, where do I go from here? Like, what do we do? What, you've got me to download this, or why? What do I need to do next? And so this is the kind of thing that we could kind of handhold people with a bit more. You've got no transactions? Cool. Here's an arrow pointing you down to the plus. Tap on the plus, tap on receive. Get your address that way. So this is some of the things that I talk about specifically on here. Suggest ways that they can keep the recovery phrase safe. On the first run, don't let them skip it. Because that was what My mom's chronic, and it's so funny because my mother-in-law is exactly the same. And if there's a pop-up on the screen, it's a case of it's in the way. Just get rid of it. I don't care what I'm agreeing to. I don't care what I'm allowing to be installed. Just get rid of it. It's in my way. I don't want to give it the time of day. And it's only when there is like that time where you're forced. You can't tap the next button for the first 5 seconds. Maybe it's kind of ticking down a little bit. You've got to stop, force them to stop and take note of things which are important, such as, this is why we need you to back up your recovery phrase. You must write this down. You can't just skip it. At the moment, we let people skip it. So, yeah, we can definitely improve on some things there in terms of the newbie-friendly experience. And I think this is something that's really important, especially given how broad of a scope we have in terms of our user base. There's nothing wrong with targeting it more in that general direction, especially when you have people such as myself who are veterans in this industry, can still use it with no additional problems whatsoever. So it makes sense. It just makes sense to do that kind of thing. So speaking of putting things up on GitHub, I've also gone and spent the last couple of days now building Docker images for DigiByte. So you can basically, I mean, there's 4 commands here. You run these 4 commands and it's going to spin you up a full node, and you're ready to roll. Nice and simple. So it's great in terms of if you are, say for example, you're an exchange or a mining pool, and you just want a quick and easy way to get it done. This is a great way, and it's compartmentalized and separated and kept independent from other operating systems and things as well, which is the whole benefit of Docker. So yeah, not only this, but we've got, so first of all there's Docker, and then subsequently we've also got the Docker source, which will actually build the whole entire thing from the source code of DigiByte from start to finish. The idea being that this is going to be a bit of like a base layer for Coinbase's Rosetta. I wanted to have something that we could give to both back to them, but also that we can use ourselves as kind of a foundation there for the Rosetta SDK that they've created, and that we're going to be interfacing with. So it's exciting stuff on a kind of like a nerdy level. For 9 out of 10 people, you're never going to use it, but when it comes to making integration and things with DigiByte easier, this is taking a really big step forward, and I'm excited about it. It makes it really, really simple to do. You literally, you download it, which is what these 2 are, you tell it to start building it, and then you run it. Like, it's super duper simple. I love it. So anyway, kind of a little bit excited about there and what that's going to mean for the future of integrating with DigiByte and making it even easier. Speaking of integrating with DigiByte and mining pools, we've got another one. I asked if there were any others that needed to be added to the Block Explorer, but we've got Minerium have actually contacted me and said that they are mining DigiByte. So excited about that. I'm really excited. I think that's really quite cool. At the moment, they're not a public pool. It's more of a private, like for themselves, mining with your own equipment and things, but I think that's quite cool too. So speaking though of integration, what I should do is bring this up really quickly, because I realize now that this was also something that I've been working on, is the DigiByte integration guide. So I will bring this along. Move. Oh, we can full screen it. Yes, okay. This is the DigiByte integration guide. I've been updating it version 1.5. So now we are actually, let me quickly, yeah. Why don't I'll shift this back into here so we don't cover it up with my picture. I've gone through and updated it a whole bunch. So originally, with the help of PromoteDigiByte.com, we created it way back. I think it was actually 2017. Might have even been 2018. But we were being asked by a whole lot of different places. They helped me to put this together and spice it up and make it look all pretty. And so we've got a whole bunch of different questions and things that we go through and answer. Where should I get the source code? What are the ports that we need? How do we integrate with it? And a whole bunch of other good things like that. What are some of the best practices? So we've gone through, updated this, the idea being that now it is ready for 2020 and some of the things that we've changed since I last edited this, which was probably a good 12 to 18 months ago before AutoCrypt even. So time to update it. But anyway, so this is going to be available really shortly on the DigiByte.io website as well. Feel free to pass this out to other exchanges and things that are wanting to integrate with DigiByte. It's super helpful for them and gives them everything that they need to know, all in one nicely condensed little place. So, yeah. That's going to be all from me for today. Again, I realize this has been a rather long one. Shit, this is the third time in a row that we've breached the 10-minute mark, so my apologies. Gotta try and start doing them more regularly so they are shorter, more sweet, to the point. Thank you for bearing with me. Consider leaving a like, subscribe, hit the share button. You can reach me in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter at DGB_chilling. I'll talk to you in the next video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.